Hello everybody, and welcome to this quick exercise how to build a console table like this one. What is quite interesting in this video is how simple the process can be to build something that already has quite a lot of details. As you can see, we have steel pipes, crossbars, we have a container with a depression inside. Plus everything is perfectly symmetrical to the world origin. So, with all that said, let's do it. Okay, so here we are. Let's get started with the rectangle command. And take a look at the bottom. It says options, toggle, select center. So I click, I can draw a rectangle from corner to corner. I press the option key. Look at that. I can actually now draw it center to corner. Lower right corner, it tells me 36 by 17. So X is first and then Y is second. That means if this should be 34 inches wide, 34 inches first, comma, space, 14 inches, enter. There, very good. Okay. This whole thing should be around 6 inches high. There, very nice. Cool block. We would like to have a 1-inch material thickness, also at the bottom, so the inside goes 5.5 inches down. How do we get this done? It's actually super easy. First, we will go to the offset command, tools, offset, and then this we offset by 1 inch. Then we can go to push and pull and push this in 5.5. Cool. So now if we verify this, we can select this face, open it. Yep, there it is perfectly offset. Let's fill this face. Diagonal to remove this line. There we are. I never want anything to be glued to it, so triple click, right click, and make group. And then we can call this maybe box. Give this a logical name. Then actually we want to also move this one up. So the top point should be at 32 inches. How do we find this now? Here, check this out. So from the bottom with the tape measurement, I create a guideline 32 inches high. So now I can go ahead to this corner and move it strictly along the Z-axis, or press the up key till this intersects with that guideline. There we are. And we can remove this. Perfect. So now this is perfectly positioned up. Now, if you knew already by how many inches you need to move this up, great. In case, like in this case, we don't know, we can just plug in a guideline. Now I would like to create the left and right legs. Okay. Here's the rectangular tool. Maybe I start actually here on the top to there, and then I go down. Can I find the guideline? Yeah. It's a little bit funny what's happening here. So here again, the guideline will be very useful. Look at that. It finds actually the position there. Click. And now I can go ahead from there to this point, and then I go straight down and there. Very good. And then this guideline we can remove. Again, guidelines kind of like work like virtual rulers in SketchUp. They're quite useful. I would like to have a gap of 2 inches. So this top edge here, I would like to move down by 2 inches. Move this down. 2, enter, there we are. Cool. Yeah, so how do we do now this look that this is a square stock steel tubing? Well, it's easy. You just go to offset. We say 1 inch. Then this is important. The inside we select and delete. So when we then do an push and pull by 1 inch, we also have the other side. Let me undo this and push this out and rotate. Look at that. Oh, we still do actually have it. Sometimes you don't, but we have this face here. So let's remove this one. Yeah, okay, good. In this case, it didn't do it. Wah, wah. Sometimes it does it. Okay. 1 inch. And then triple click. And now we say make component. But hey, why not make group? Well, group and component are pretty much the same with one very big difference. Component is a clone. I will show you what this means. We can call this maybe side. There we are. And there we have now the icon for a component. This component we copy over with the move command and option function to there. Now we have 2 copies. Check this out. When we double click on one component, you see how this is also looks like it's selected, and then we move this out. Wow, they both are changed at the same time. So what's happening is, think about it this way. One container, second container, and they both share the same geometry. This is going to be very useful when you have repetitive elements and you want to change all at the same time. Think about a kitchen design where you want to redesign the doors and you don't want to have to change 20 one by one. No? Okay, very good. Let's create a frame that sits under it. There is our rectangle there. Don't really see the rest, so I'm just hiding it so you can see what we're doing. 1 inch 2, then delete and bring this down by 1 inch via push and pull, triple click, make group. Can call this maybe bottom frame. Yeah, and then how do we put something in that's perfectly there at the center? That's also where SketchUp has a lot of very useful tools, because we can snap to the left and right point on an edge, and somewhere it finds there's the midpoint. Okay, so from here I draw a line down. Very good. I draw a line over by 0.5, and then from here a line over 0.5. Okay. I will hide this object now, so you see kind of like that shape. And what I can do now is from here along the z-axis, that's important, snap, and then from here along the z-axis to there, snap, and then I use the eraser, erase all the stuff in between, and clonk, and clonk. There's my rectangle. Let me show you one time maybe a different way how we can do this. This is then basically all via the the guideline again. So I find where's the midpoint. There. Okay. 0.5 to the right, 0.5 to the left. Very good. Rectangular drawing tool on this face. There. Remove this. Different way, same end result. And snap it onto this edge. Very good. Triple click, group, and then we can call this maybe support bar. Yeah, okay, very nice. Now, so you see there's not always one way how to do something. There are literally multiple ways. Everything I show is also only in the moment of the recording, how things will work out. And this is a very important talent to develop, because in literally every program I know, sometimes things don't work out, and then you need to figure out maybe a different combination of tools to get to the same end result. Okay, very good. So let's say we would like to send this to a client. We don't have to design everything for engineering purpose, but something like this, now we could go to a wood shop who also has the ability to work with steel and say to them, hey, here is this concept sketch I have. Can you please create me a physical prototype? Now, they don't want to have an image, they want to have something with dimensions. So let's actually add also now dimensions in a way that makes sense. First, we add a tag dimension. And then tools, dimension. Now we can figure out what here makes sense. Let's say we do this maybe from midpoint to midpoint 30 inches. Okay. And then here, this midpoint to this midpoint, 30. I mean, 2 inches. And we can even say from here to there horizontally, total height is 32. It really makes a lot of sense. Maybe now I bring this one to there, and then here I bring this to there. So elements are, how could I say that, not overlapping. We also have material thickness. So we could do a material thickness maybe here to there. And we can also do a material thickness from there to there. Let's see, maybe bring this over. And there you start already seeing, now where do we bring these elements ideally best in? Also there's not necessarily a specific has to be done this way. We can do things in various ways, but what we want to do is make things easy to read. Yeah, maybe here we have also one interesting readout for the distance. Now if we talk to them and so it should be centered. Rip, clunk, and then here we also do from the inside. So they see, oh, this is really perfectly centered. And now we could also say material thickness there, 1. Maybe this we can bring to there so it sticks out. I can better see this. Then we can very easily hide all this, go to select all this, and then go to entity info and bring this to the dimension tag. So we can always turn this on and off. Yeah, there we are. Perfect. This is how much you can do via simple box modeling, working with a box and turning a box into something quite interesting looking. Obviously, this is a beginner model, but hey, we have to start somewhere.